you say, the press release? Or the,
Before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to Draught's Farms and Store here in the town of Hamburg as we officially kick off the time for our area agricultural and farm communities to apply to our storm fund of $2 million for those agricultural and farmers who were damaged during the November storm of last year, where more than 80 inches of snow fell in some parts of Erie County, including right here on the border of Hamburg and Orchard Park. Once again, I'm Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, and I'm pleased to be joined by Erie County Legislator and Minority Leader John Mills, as well as Erie County Legislator John Gilmour. We are also joined by Mark Gaston, the Field Director of the Erie County Soil and Water District, which you'll hear from Mark in a little bit, because it's the Erie County Soil and Water District which is actually administering the program. We are here, of course, at Draught's Farms, and we are pleased to be joined by Les Draudt, who you'll be hearing from in a little bit. This program began as a result of a conversation that Les and I had not that long after the November storm about the damage that his business suffered, his farm and the greenhouses suffered as a result of the weight of the snow which collapsed the greenhouses. And we had to figure out how this could happen because there are many other businesses in this area that were impacted. We're also joined by June Miller of Miller's Farms, and they're not too far away, and they actually suffered damage themselves with greenhouses, and as was explaining to me, a barn that was damaged as a result of the storm. I also want to thank all the other partners that are here from the Erie County Soil and Water District for their support of this program, as well as, of course, the legislators. This was a no-brainer when it comes to ensuring that we can assist our farm and agricultural community recover from what was a very, very bad event. Since I became county executive, we've had 5 blizzards and 2 superstorms. The superstorms are those that dropped over 7 feet of snow in parts of Erie County. The one in November of 2014, and of course the storm that we dealt with last November of 2022, which dropped 81 inches in total, and it was in this area right here where the highest snow totals resulted. There was a lot of damage that was caused as a result of the storm with our farm community, as a result of loss of greenhouses. And what we wanted to do was find a way in which we could assist them above and beyond any coverage that they may have had from insurance. Insurance carriers generally do not cover greenhouse damage. The problem, as we learned back in 2014, is that some of our farmers suffered significant greenhouse damage to the point where if they didn't get assistance, it could have a negative impact going forward on their business, even putting them out of business. We learned from 2014, and when this storm happened last year, we realized we had to act. We had to start a path forward to ensure that we could assist our local farm community recover from a storm. Yes, it's a number of months later because it takes some time to get things through in government, but I want to thank our friends in the Erie County Legislature because we used some of the surplus from the 2022 budget year to create this storm fund of $2 million. And then we had to have it administered, and we realized it made sense to administer it not through county government. And I want to thank our Commissioner of the Department of Environment and Planning, Dan Castle, who's here, which has done a lot of this type of work in the past, but to do it with an organization that really spends day-to-day working with our local farm community. And that's what we've done through Mark Gaston of the Erie County Soil and Water District, is work with them so that they administer the program. They review the applications and make certain that the applications are appropriate, as well as we try to ensure that as many farmers and other agricultural companies that need the assistance apply, so that we're ensuring that not one gets a significant amount of money, The most you can receive is $200,000, but that we're helping farmers across the entire community. As I stated, this really came out of a conversation I had with our host here, Les Draudt, about the damage that his farm had suffered, his greenhouses had suffered, and the impact it was going to have. Because, as I've noted, in 2014, we found out very quickly insurance companies do not cover greenhouses in most situations. And in this area here, we know we can see greenhouse damage from snowstorms. So I want to thank Les for the conversations I had with him, and I said somehow we'll get this done. Might take some time, but we'll get it done to ensure going forward that we can assist our farm community recover from what was a significant storm. At this time, I'd like to allow Les to come up, say a few words, and talk about how that storm impacted his business and what this can do for not only his business, but the farm community in general. So Les?
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Not real good at this, but well, as Mark stated, after the storm, we lost 7 of our 15 greenhouses. For the most part, everything you see behind me was on the ground, and some other little damage in a few other greenhouses. And I did have insurance. I did not have insurance in 2014 when the storm hit, and we lost just this one greenhouse here. And I did purchase insurance after that, after seeing what happened at the Zittel farm. If that had happened to us, we would have been probably out of business. So Mark and I talked, and he said he was going to try to implement this program, and he did say it would take some time, and him and his colleagues have come through, and we're excited and we're happy. We were able to rebuild, and we'll be ready for the upcoming anniversary of that storm. But it was a trying time, and it was probably the worst thing that I've gone through as a business owner, and I don't want to see it again. But I thank Mark again and everybody in the program who has done what they could to make sure that anyone who had damage gets some help. I thank you.
Thank you, John. Thanks, Les. Thank you. Good job. Thank you, Les. As I said, this is a joint effort between my administration and the legislature. We use 2022 surplus funds as part of our budget balancing amendments. It takes some time to even get those surplus funds approved because you have to wait till you close out the 2022 year. So I really appreciate the legislature for understanding the importance of this program. This area now is represented by Legislator John Mills, the minority leader. I know he's been a strong advocate for farm community for many years, and I appreciate his support for this program. So thank you, John, and the podium's yours.
Thank you, Mark, and thanks for coming out this afternoon. It's real simple. No farms, no food, and that's real simple to understand. And I still serving on the Soil and Water Conservation District, and I want to thank the county executive and Dan Castle for moving the authority to dispense those $2 million to the Soil and Water Conservation District, which is headed by Mark Gaston, because that organization is closest to the farming community, more so than us in the legislature or in the administration. So that was a good move to put it where the farmers feel comfortable doing business with. And I want to congratulate Les for coming forward and getting the front of this situation we have here, because, you know, as a business owner, I also understand where he's coming from. When you get almost wiped out by a storm, and it's not like it's every 100 years now, it puts a big, deep cut in your family business. So this should go a long way to make sure that we can help farmers, and especially in the southern tier where most of the farming community is. And by the way, outside of New York State, in New York State, outside Erie County, we're probably one of the most well thought of agricultural areas in the state of New York, and maybe in western central United States. So it's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to help with this program. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, John. When people think of Erie County, they often think, oh, it's Buffalo Bills. but they often don't think of agricultural and rural areas. But Erie County is a very large county geographic-wise. It's about the same size as the state of Rhode Island. We have urban, suburban, and rural. And our Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District works very hard to assist our farm community to succeed in trying times, no matter what it is. And I want to thank Mark Gaston from the district, its head locally, to ensure that our farmers have the resources at their disposal, whether it's technical knowledge or in this situation here, this program that's going to be administered through them. The program is opened, and I want to turn it over to Mark to talk a little bit more about the program, how it's being administered. But the program is opened. You can apply today, and decisions will be made soon as to what farmers and agricultural businesses will qualify. But I want to thank him and his team for the work that they've done to help us move this along. And I know the program is in very good hands in the Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District. So, Mark?
Thank you. And again, my name is Mark Gaston. I'm the District Field Manager for the Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District. We've been selected and asked to administer this program. I just want to say thank you to Mark Poloncarz and his administration. This is a program that really supports the agricultural community, and people don't realize the importance that the ag community plays on our local economy. All the dollars and cents that the farm usually makes then turns around and goes out the door, and fertilizer costs and machinery costs and machinery repairs and local contractors, local suppliers. They say it's a $7 return for every dollar that's invested. So this is money that eventually will make its way back into the community. The Soil and Water District, it's a no-brainer for us to be able to administer this program. We enjoy a very good relationship with the majority of our farms and would like to continue that. I guess the most important thing is to make sure that the word gets spread. This is a great program. Really, this event, hopefully we can get the word out so that folks that did sustain damage, they can go to our website, www.ecswcd.org. There's a program guideline and an application. I'll be the point of contact for the Soil and Water District, and if you have questions, you have concerns, please feel free to give me a call, and we can discuss eligibility and how the program's supposed to work. We're starting to see applications roll in, but we're very thankful to the administration and the legislature's support for this program, and hope to get money out the door as quickly as possible, as we're starting to get into, especially this season, that our greenhouses require their greenhouses. So thank you, and be happy to answer any questions afterwards.
What was that website again?
Our website, again, it's Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District. It's www.ecswcd.org. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. And I want to thank the members of the media for being here, because it is very important message across our local agricultural community in Erie County. Thank you for being here today. This is an important program that's going to help businesses that were hurt. We do not want to see the loss of farms and farmers and greenhouses in our community, because once you lose them, you almost never get them back. And as Les noted, this place suffered significant damage last year, and we're here to help. We're here to help him and all the other farmers who may have suffered damage, because we do not want to lose them. As John said, no farms, no food, but it comes down to this: they are an important part of our economy, and we do not want to lose them. What we're going to deal with more often than not, which is bad weather. But that'll open up to any questions to the media.
Why is it so important, again, you can reiterate, for this money to be dispensed through the water, soil and water conservation?
Well, the one thing that's very important is the Erie County Soil and Water Conservation District has the direct relationship with the farms. So they can not only do better outreach in some ways to the farmers, but they have a relationship with the farmers themselves personally. Yes, I know some of the farmers, John knows some of the farmers, but we don't know every farmer in this community, and we want to make certain that they all know about this, and if they do qualify, at least apply for the program. And the Soil and Water Conservation District has a long history of handling grants and other types of programs like this. So this is not the first time that they've done something like this. We're just tailoring the program so it's going through them, and we think it actually will work better as a result of it. We're hoping in the end that we never hear from someone 6 months from now saying, I didn't know the program existed. I would have applied. Well, that's why it's important for the media to get the information out, but to also work with a partner who has that direct relationship.